Hello rollers, welcome to my channel Roll Baba, it's me HK, and today I'm gonna represent the list of our own Indian superheroes from the times. Who doesn't like superheroes? In fact, we grew up with them, didn't we? We often talk about all of them, whether Spider-Man, Superman, Iron Man, Batman, Flash and many other uncountable names. But even here, we have some awesome superheroes as well, having different amazing powers and abilities other than all. No matter what, our Indian superheroes are up for the game every time. Here's a list of our own Indian superheroes throughout the ages. Number 10. Zokomon. Zokomon is 2011 Bollywood action superhero film released by Disney World Cinema, written and directed by Satyajit Bhatkar, starring Darshil Safri in the leading role. Zokomon is Disney's fourth involvement in a production for the Indian market. A boy named Kunal is abandoned by his uncle and embarks on an epic journey to become a superhero. He is an orphan who is abused and left alone, believed to be dead, and upon his return is first feared as a ghost and then projected as a superhero. The film was good enough, had a great storyline, but was unable to make it to the mark. Sad times, Disney. Number 9. Mr. X. Mr. X is a 2015 Indian 3D science fiction vigilante thriller film directed by Vikram Bhatt. The film revolves around a man who gains the power of invisibility and becomes a vigilante to take revenge on those who have wronged him. Mr. X is fighting for his life, and as a last resort, he is given an experimental treatment that reacts adversely with him. His cells stop reflecting light and he turns invisible. Now he can only be seen in direct sunlight and blue light. In the beginning, this poses many problems for him, but he gets developed into a man who finds a way to harness his ailment and becomes a superhero. He uses his power to fight against wrongdoing. There is also a love story there. He is in love with a colleague on the anti-terrorist squad, but then the tables turn and they become enemies. Number 8. A Flying Jet. A Flying Jet is a 2016 Bollywood superhero film co-written and directed by Remo D'Souza and featuring Tiger Shroff in the lead role. A Flying Jet narrates the story of an ordinary man who gains superpowers through a tree. Malhotra wants to acquire a land of Sikh colony for his factory, which is owned by Mrs. Dhillon, known as Bebe. However, Bebe is in no mood to sell as it has the tree which is considered holy by everyone. Malhotra threatens her son Aman that her life would be in danger if she doesn't sell the land. Malhotra sends Raka to cut the tree. On a stormy night, Aman sits near the holy tree praying for his mother. He notices that Raka is cutting the tree. A fight occurs between them. After being beaten by Raka, Aman gets holy powers from the tree and fights back soon. Aman turns a superhero known as Flying Jet, who helps people in need, whereas Raka turns into a toxic monster who wants to pollute the environment. Number 7. ra.one. A superhero movie played by Shah Rukh Khan in a world where motion-based sensor games makes its way into motion. Shekhar Subramanian created the game where the antagonist is more powerful than the protagonist G1, and when the villain ra.one escapes into the real world, all hell breaks loose. Pratik challenges ra.one, and this makes him follow Subramanian's son. G1 has super strength, can shoot blasts of energy from his hands, and can shoot special bullets once the HART, Hertz Amplifying Resonance Transmitter, is due into its chest. Number 6. Hatim. Hatim of Tai or Hatim Tai is a fictional superhero introduced by J.B.H. Vadia. First filmed in 1956 and then after in 1990, starring Jitendra. Hatim of Tai is the prince of Yemen who has to solve 7 questions to defeat evil sorcerer Lord Dajjal aided by Najumi. If Before Game of Thrones, there was Arthur. It had dragons, unique powers, and fairies way before GOT had. Hatim evolved with time in Indian TV series too and was one of the most watched TV serials during its original run from 2003. It got rebooted in 2013. The original series was a hit, but the remake failed miserably. Number 5. Super Commando Dhruv. A character by Raj Comics, Super Commando Dhruv operates in the fictional Indian city of Rajnagar. He is the founder of a fictional government-approved crime fighter organization, Commando Force. The character's appearance is distinctive and iconic. A yellow and sky blue costume, brown boots, and a utility belt with a star-shaped buckle. The star has almost become a trademark of the character. The most unusual thing about Dhruv is that unlike most other superheroes, he doesn't have an alter ego and doesn't hide his identity behind a mask. Another unique thing about him is that he doesn't possess any superpowers, but he makes up for that with his intellect, detective skills, ability to talk to almost every kind of animals, scientific knowledge, martial arts, and acrobatics. Dhruv became a very popular character soon after he was introduced. He is one of Raj Comics' most successful characters. Over the years, Dhruv has acquired an iconic status in the Indian comic book superhero genre. Fans have often raised the demand to convert Dhruv into a Bollywood movie character. Who would not love to see him in a movie? Number 4. Doga. One of the most popular heroes by Raj Comics. Doga is an anti-hero vigilante, a witness of a large number of crimes, which makes him a sociopath. Doga's powers and abilities are impressive. He gets trained by different teachers in several aspects, like muscle development, hand-to-hand combat, martial arts, marksmanship, and other things. Doga also has the ability to communicate with dogs and order them to do something for him. He could dodge bullets and knows several other art forms as well. Based in Mumbai, he was raised by 4 uncles. Doga's main enemy is anybody from terrorists to drug dealers to petty thieves. The crime-hate factor charges him equally for every wrong, and his attitude of no mercy is hugely popular for his one-man army image. Kunal Kapoor is all set to play the character in the movie Doga, which will be directed by Anurag Kashyap. It will be first Indian comic book superhero movie. Number 3. Nagraj. Nagraj is a fictional superhero appearing in Raj Comics, created in the late 1980s by Sanjay Gupta. Nagraj has changed a lot in 25 years in print, both in terms of look as well as powers and abilities. Nagraj is believed to have been inspired by the mythological Ichhadhari Nag, shape-shifting snakes, and historical Vishmanushya, venomous human. His stories create a rich blend of mythology, fantasy, magic, and science fiction. Many of Nagraj's fans believe that over time Nagraj's comic have developed a snake mythology of its own, which is unique to the popular Indian beliefs about snakes that are prevalent among the masses. Nagraj was originally conceived as an enemy of international terrorism. When he was born, he was abandoned by his parents, as his body was blue and green. He was found in a river by the evil scientist Professor Nagmani, and he implanted a mind control device in the form of a capsule in his head. On a mission by Nagmani, he meets a mysterious 300-year-old sadhu named Gorakhnath. Gorakhnath operated and removed the capsule from his head, setting him free of Professor Nagmani's control. Nagraj then became Baba's disciple and vowed to eliminate crime and terror from the earth. Since then, Nagraj has defeated many villains and terrorists. He is ageless, has unique hypnotism, poison bite, snake spit, and venomous breath. Number 2. Krrish. Krrish is an Indian superhero created by Rakesh Roshan and played by his son Hrithik Roshan. The story revolves around the extraterrestrial Jadoo, who gave his father abilities in the movie Koi Mil Gaya, starrer Hrithik Roshan. The abilities got transferred to him as a gift. His powers include jumping to and from great heights, superhuman strength, super speed, and super fast reflex actions. His nemesis was the megalomaniac scientist Dr. Siddhant Arya, who wanted to take over the world. Krrish is the most loved Indian superhero and is quite famous among children too. Number 1. Shaktimaan. Shaktimaan is the first Indian superhero ever played by Mukesh Khanna. Shaktimaan attained his heroic powers through deep meditation and was capable of activating certain chakra in his body which gave him powers. Shaktiman's alter ego, a photographer for the newspaper Aaj Ki Awaaz named Pandit Gangadhar Vidyadhar Mayadhar Omkarnath Shastri, falls in love with Geeta Vishwas, a reporter for the same newspaper. Shaktiman's arch rival is Nagraj Kilvish, and who could forget his famous line, Andhera Kaim Rahe, let the darkness prevail. Shaktimaan will be back on screens as confirmed by Mukesh Khanna. A movie is in progress too. Thank you for watching. Do love, share and subscribe. A lot more stuff coming soon.